and Claire.
Oh, check this out.
What do we say if somebody doesn't want to buy?
Buy my brownies or I'll fucking kill you.
Don't say that, Crystal. Say that. That's perfect.
Hey, you guys are losers. Suck my dick, Gigantor.
This is where dandelions sell, bitch.
Ooh, that batch is burnt.
The Boss. Another Melissa McCarthy driven comedy. Now, normally I find Melissa McCarthy quite humorous. The Spy and The Heat and her little spot in Bridesmaids. She can be funny, but when she misses hard, and this is one of those misses. If you laughed at all during that trailer, watch the whole Red Band trailer. If you laughed during it, chances are you won't laugh at any of those scenes in the movie because they're not in the movie. Now, this is one of those cases where they put the funniest moments in the trailer, but then don't even have the audacity to put those moments in the actual movie. They edit them all out. So when she's sitting there on the playground trying to recruit all these different girls for her brownie empire, that's not in the movie. They cut that part out, and that was quite funny in the trailer. And there's other lines of dialogue that were changed that I laughed at in the trailer. So when I watched this Red Band trailer, I was quite funny. I just looked like Melissa McCarthy unchained, and that's what she's good at, is when she goes off on someone and has very vulgar language. The language is actually pretty tame in this movie. This movie was just boring. It just drug you through what was kind of a story. She's this... she's like the 47th richest person in the world, and she goes to jail for insider trading. What she did to become the 47th richest woman in the world, you never know. You don't know what she does. She has this big blowout at the beginning of the movie where she has Lil Wayne or T-Pain or I don't know what, one of those rappers that comes in and sings, and she comes in on a giant golden eagle shooting fireworks, and there's a huge stadium full of people cheering her on. And then that's pretty much it. You don't know why she's so important or how she became so rich or insider trading. What is her business? What market is she playing? You don't understand any of that. They try and allude to this backstory that she was a foster kid and nobody wanted her. And now, of course, she has trust issues, which will come on later in the movie of why we can't trust the people that are being nice to us. So we can have some conflict and some character growth. But it was just boring. The best parts that work in the trailer are the kids. It seems like the movie should be about her group of brownie salespeople versus the other brownie salespeople, and them going head to head, and them kind of learning how to beat them, which sales techniques work, and hearing the kids say vulgar, funny things. That lasts a full 4 or 5 minutes of the movie, and that should have been the crux to hang this whole movie on. That's the funny parts. That's what they should have focused on. Not all this other stuff. We get into her getting a business of this brownie empire with her old partner, friend, secretary that she's now living with, and then she kind of screws them because, of course, she has trust issues because she never had a good family growing up. And so then they lose the business to her rival / ex-lover, and it's just awful at that. And they try and pull off this heist at the end to try and get the contract back. And literally the story is just pulling you through all of the motions of this movie, just pulling you through the story. And really you just want to see her get back to saying vulgar things around children. Seems to be funny for me, so I don't know if that's not funny for you. Maybe this movie is for you, but that's what I thought I was going in to see, is her kind of teaming up with these band of brothers, these rebel type of brownie salespeople, these rejects, and taking on the popular kids, the good brownie salespeople, and saving the day and kind of having a nice character arc and learning a lesson in the works. But it's not that at all. It's a lazy story. It's lazy comedy. It's not even really comedy. I didn't laugh once, which is so sad for a comedy that I was really excited about with that trailer. And as I could see where they were editing out the parts from the trailer, and I don't know why that happens. I know sometimes third parties get a hold of trailers, and it's their job to kind of market them towards audiences, but to deliberately put in scenes and lines in a trailer, build your whole trailer. It's a majority of the trailer to build a whole trailer on parts that aren't in the movie, lines that aren't in the movie, and jokes that work better in the trailer than in the movie, is just lazy and sloppy. And so if you want to watch a Melissa McCarthy funny movie, go back, watch Spy, watch The Heat. She's good in those. She's really good when she has someone to bounce off of, and she really didn't have that this time around. So when it's hit and miss with Melissa McCarthy, like I said, like with Tammy, I didn't find that quite as funny either. and it just resorts to her falling down, and she does that. There's some physical comedy in this, so I hope she can finally break out of this mold. It seems like all Melissa McCarthy's characters are exactly the same, and it's this type of miss on her comedy part that really starts to get me worried for Ghostbusters, because a lot of those ladies have the same problem where when they're on, hey, they're on, and they're funny, and they can get you laughing your ass off, but when they miss hard, and it shows. So I got to give this movie an F. Unfortunately, I did not laugh at all. And as a comedy, if I'm not laughing, then you're not doing your job whatsoever. And you don't have to be an amazing movie. You have to be an Academy Award-winning movie to get an A in my book. You just have to sell me on what the premise that you're selling me in a trailer that I'm going in to see. I thought I was going in to see a funny Melissa McCarthy-driven comedy movie, and I didn't get that out of this movie, so I got to give it an F. But go out and look at it for yourself. Films are subjective, so if it didn't work for me, maybe you'll find it to be the funniest movie of the year. Who knows? But if your tastes are like mine, then you'll walk out disappointed. So I got to give Melissa McCarthy's The Boss an F. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time right here on Red Reviews.